There is a proverb in Hindi, जान है तो जहान है. If there is life, there is world. In the same way, we can say, plant है तो planet है. Indeed, plant is the origin of all life forms on this planet. অন্ধভূমি গর্ভ হতে শুনেছিলে সূর্যের আহ্বান, প্রাণের প্রথম জাগরণে তুমি বৃক্ষ আদি প্রাণ. We have realized this, but surprisingly so late. For hundreds of years, we have been thoughtlessly cutting down trees as well as killing innocent birds and animals. Consequences are environmental pollution, ecological imbalance, global warming, frequent natural calamities, and now global terrorist attack by invisible Mr. Corona. The whole world is locked down. We, the captives, are unhappy. But nature looks fresh and happy. In this context, the poem we are going to discuss is very significant indeed. My Own True Family, by famous English poet Edward James Ted Hughes. Once I crept in an oak wood. I was looking for a stag. I met an old woman there, all nobly stick and rag. She said, I have your secret here inside my little bag. The poet crept, that is, entered quietly or stealthily in a forest of oak trees. Why? In search of a stag, that is, a male deer. Was the poet looking for a golden deer? তোরা যে যা বলিস ভাই, আমার সোনার হরিণ চাই. Did he want to catch a deer and make it his pet? Or to hunt a deer in greed of its delicious meat? The poet here draws our attention to our cruelty to innocent wild animals. Man is often called a rational or thinking animal. No. Man is also a voracious animal. A to Z, all animals are his food. A for armadillo, B for bat, C for cat, D for dog, and thus up to Z for zebra. However, let us see, What happened with the poet? He came across in the forest an old woman wearing a rag and with a knobbly stick and a little bag in her hands. The old woman symbolizes Mother Earth or Mother Nature. Her knobbly stick, that is a stick with small hard lumps here and there, symbolizes nature's magical stick by which she makes the creation. The ragged condition of the old woman symbolizes the wretched condition of the earth for which man is responsible. This is nothing but nirlajjo amanushata, shameless inhumanness, shobher barbar lob, the savage greed of the civilized. Mother Nature, our Mother Earth, knows wherein lies the secret of our existence. So the old woman says to the poet, I have your secret here inside my little bag. We, the mankind, have forgotten the secret. We have been out of tune. We have lost our tuning with Mother Nature. Then she began to cackle and I began to quake. She opened up her little bag and I came twice awake, surrounded by a staring tribe and me tied to a stake. Now the old woman begins to cast a magic spell on the poet by cackling, that is, laughing in a loud, unpleasant way. Extremely frightened, the poet begins trembling. The old woman then opens up her little bag and brings out the secret, the truth of the relationship between man and trees. The revelation of the truth surprises the poet. He comes twice awake, that is startled, for two reasons. He finds himself tied to a stake as well as surrounded by a tribe of oak trees staring at him. Staring means looking fixedly. The tribal oak trees now reveal the truth as well as express their grievance against mankind. They said, we are the oak trees and your own true family. We are chopped down we are torn up, you do not blink an eye. Unless you make a promise now you are going to die. The oak trees, as representative of Mother Nature, declare that they are man's own true family, that they are the dearest relatives of mankind. They are the greatest well-wisher of entire humanity. Nevertheless, man is so cruel to them that trees have life is written only in books. It has not been written in our heart. That's why we do never feel for them. That is why we remain callous even when trees are chopped down, that is, cut down into pieces. They are torn up, that is, ripped up. Dr. Gib Patel, in his poem on killing a tree, gives a touching description of how trees are deeply connected to Mother Earth herself, and how man tortures and kills them mercilessly. Are we not aware of trees' contribution to human civilization? Don't we know that trees are indispensable for our survival on earth? Then why don't we blink an eye, that is, react or bother about thoughtless felling of trees? So the oak trees warn the poet that the doom of mankind is inevitable unless they make the promise of planting trees on a large scale. Now, let us revise our discussion up to stanza 3 of the poem. Of course, through questions and answers and some grammatical exercise from the text itself. Question 1. Where did the poet enter? The poet entered in a forest of oak trees. Number 2. How did the poet enter the oak wood and why? The poet entered the oak wood quietly or stealthily because he was looking for a stag. Number 3. Whom did the poet meet in the oak wood? In the oak wood, the poet met an old woman in rag and with a knobbly stick and a little bag in hands. Number 5. What did the old woman tell the poet? The old woman told the poet that she had his secret inside her little bag. Number 6. What does the secret referred to here signify? The secret refers to man's close, inseparable relationship with trees, with Mother Nature. Number 7. When did the poet begin to quake? The poet began to quake when the ragged old woman with a knobbly stick in hand began to cackle, that is, laugh in a loud, unpleasant way. Number 8. Why did the old woman open up her little bag? The old woman opened up her little bag to bring out the secret of man's existence and reveal it to the poet. Number 9. Why did the poet come twice a week? The poet came twice a week because, under the magic spell cast by the old woman, he found himself tied to a stake as well as surrounded by a steering tribe of oak trees. Number 10. How do the oak trees express their grievance? The oak trees express their grievance that people remain sheerly indifferent even when trees, their own true family, are chopped down and torn up mercilessly. Now, some grammatical exercise from the text. Number 1. I was looking for a stag. Change the voice. A stag was being looked for by me. Number 2. I met an old woman there. Make it a complex sentence. There I met a woman who was old. Or, the woman whom I met there was old. Number 3. She said, I have your secret here inside my little bag. Indirect speech. She said or declared that she had his secret there inside her little bag. Number 4. Then she began to cackle, and I began to quake. Make it a complex sentence. When she began to cackle, comma, I began to quake. Number 5. She opened up her little bag, and I came twice awake. Make it a simple sentence. She, having opened up her little bag, comma, I came twice awake. Number 6. The poet was surrounded by a staring tribe. Make it a complex sentence. The poet was surrounded by a tribe who were staring at him. Number 7. The poet was tied to a stake. Change the voice. Someone tied the poet to a stake. Number 8. We are chopped down. Change the voice. People chop us down. Number 9. You do not blink an eye. Make it an affirmative sentence. You remain completely indifferent. Number 10. Unless you make a promise now, you are going to die. Make it a simple sentence. In case of not making a promise now, you are going to die. The remaining portion of the text and exercises at the end of the poem will be discussed in part 2. Stay home, stay safe, and get ready for second summative evaluation. Likely to be held? No, I do not know. God knows.